morning, third and fourth grade students. Welcome back to gym class. We're going to walk in the Spartan way. Remember, we're going to walk into gym. We don't run around in circles. We're going to walk in nice and easy. Voice level 0 to 1 is okay. And then just have a seat the Spartan way right in front of the whiteboard, and we'll get started. Come on in. That was a great job of walking in the Spartan way. Now we're going to sit the Spartan way. Crisscross applesauce. Hands in our laps. Eyes on me. Voice level 0. We want to remember when I'm talking, voice levels are 0 so that we can hear and we can understand. I just want to show you what we're going to do today before we get started. We'll talk through, we'll practice it a little bit. This should be a lot of review from you, those of you that were with me last year. We worked on these things, so you should know how to do this already. I'm sure you've been practicing these things all summer long, so you're already experts at it, so this shouldn't take too long, okay? The things we're going to work on today are movements. We're going to work on walk, skip, jog, and run. Walk, skip, jog, and run. Those are different movements. We want to make sure that we are doing them correctly. Moms and dads, if you're watching this, work with your kids and just and practice it also, and make sure we're doing those movements correctly. Our fitness focus, we're going to focus this month on our upper body strength and our lower body strength. And so today we're going to work on squats and push-ups. Don't worry, we won't do too many of them, but we do want to work over the course of the month. We want to see that we're getting stronger and doing those things correctly. All right? So if you want at home, as I demonstrate these things, you can practice them at the same time. So if you're in your living room or kitchen or dining room, or if you're watching this outside, you can practice outside before we start our warm-up. So let's go through our movements first. And we're going to start with a walk. So we'll walk. I'm going to start here in this purple line and just kind of move back and forth this way as you're watching. Our walk, we want to start with our eyes forward, head nice and tall, hands at our side, and make sure that we're going 1 foot in front of the other. We always, when we walk, we want to have 1 foot on the ground at all times. All right, so we walk and swing our arms just a little bit at our side. Turn around and walk back. Now, most of you know how to do this. The big thing is following directions when we're playing games, making sure that we're walking and doing it the right way. So we can walk at different speeds. We can walk a little quicker. If we're walking when we're playing tag, it might be a fast walk. So we can walk at different speeds. We just want to make sure we're doing it kind of the same way, regardless of what our speed is. Next exercise, next movement is going to be a skip. Again, this is going to be review for a lot of you. So it's a step and a hop. Looks the same as our walk. We're just going to add a little bit of a hop to it. Eyes forward, head nice and tall. Arms are at our side. We're going to step and hop. Now the skip is the same as our walk. We can go at different speeds. So it's okay to go ahead and practice that. Skipping at different speeds is okay. All right? We want to make sure that it's the same step, hop, step, hop, step, hop. Our next two movements, jog and run. Now jog is something probably that we can do for a longer period of time. So it's a slower run, a slower pace run. Run is going to be something when it's all out. We're just going as hard as we can. If we jog, we can maintain our speed for a longer period of time. If we run as hard as we can, we probably can't do that as long. So there's a difference between those two, okay? So let's do our jog next. Our jog is an easy pace. And we do a little bit of a forward lean as we're moving. And this is something, like I said, we can maintain for a longer period of time. Still keeping our eyes forward, head nice and tall, and swinging our arms at our side. We want to make sure our arms are swinging at our side. Make sure they're not out here. We don't really want to cross our body, but we just want to go nice and easy with our thumbs kind of going from our hip pocket to our eye socket, right? Just right in here as we go. Our run is going to be next, so it's going to be fast. I know that might have looked the same as a jog. That's okay for me. When you're old, it looks kind of the same. For you, it's going to look different, as fast as you can go. So those are our movements that we're going to practice today. Walk, skip, jog, and run. Our fitness focus. Squats and push-ups. Now we're just going to do 3 and 3. We'll just do 3 and 3. All right? So our squats, we want to make sure our feet are in a ready position. Ready position is about hip width apart, knees bent, and we're ready to go. All right? So you're going to hear that a lot. Every activity we start, we want to get in a ready position. Now, when we squat, we want to make sure that our feet are flat. We stay up nice and tall with our chest, and we're going to sit our hips down into a position. So we sit and then stand. Feet stay flat, knees point with our toes, and we sit and stand. Okay? Notice we go through a full range of motion, so you can sit as low as you can, and then stand up. For kids, it might be a little easier for kids than it is for parents. But parents, feel free to try this also. So 3 squats. Push-ups are next. When we do push-ups, we're going to do the same thing. Full range of motion. We're going to go all the way to the ground on this, and then all the way back up. And again, we're only going to do 3. So this is going to be about control. Okay? So hands underneath our shoulders, feet together, stomach strong. And we're going to lower ourselves under control all the way to the ground. And I don't care if you take a little weight off your hands. Once you get to this position, we're going to keep our hands under our shoulders, feet together, stomach strong, and we're going to push up, everything at the same time. So that's 1, lower under control. That's 2, lower under control. 3. So 3 push-ups. So you'll notice both of those, when you're doing body weight exercises, we really want to go through a full range of motion. That will help our joints be nice and strong, and will help maintain good flexibility. All right? So here's your warm-up. We're going to combine these things together for your warm-up. Okay? So, Kate, you want to come and help demonstrate with me? This is my daughter, Kate, and she's going to help demonstrate these movements. She was Sally Spartan last week that helped us out, and she likes doing some exercises with her dad. So we're going to do this together. In the gym, we're going to start on the purple line, and we're going to go to the purple line on the other side. If you're at home in the yard or in the driveway, find a shirt, maybe mark off 20 yards, 20 big steps. Put a shirt down, put a shoe down, sidewalk chalk, make a mark, and just get it far enough apart where you're really moving. All right? We're going to do all 4 movements in a row. Okay, so we're going to walk down to the other end. Nice and tall, eyes forward. Swing the arms, 1 step at a time. When we get to this end, we're going to skip back. Step hop, step hop, step hop. Swing the arms. Head nice and tall, eyes forward. Then we're going to jog. And then we're going to run. When we get done with that, now we're going to do our strength movements. All right, so give us a little chance to rest. 3 squats, 3 push-ups. 1, 2, 3, and then 3 push-ups. All the way to the ground, all the way to the ground. 1, 2, point those elbows back. 3. That's 1 round. That's 1 round. So we're going to do that again. We're going to walk. Skip. You can go any speed you want here. Jog. Run. Okay, our rest is going to be our exercises. 1, 2, 3. 3 push-ups, point those elbows back. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, that's 2 rounds. 2 rounds. I want you to go for 5 minutes. 5 minutes, that's going to be your warm-up. So walk, skip, jog, run, 3 squats, 3 push-ups. See how many rounds you can do in 5 minutes. When you're done, you should be breathing kind of hard, and you should be ready for your activity. Are you breathing hard? Good. You can sit down. Before we start our activity, I want to talk to you about self-control. Self-control. So, our definition of self-control is that we make good choices and we do the right thing, even when we're excited or we're angry. Okay? Self-control. So, to kind of illustrate this, I brought my remote control. Okay? Kate, you want to stand up for a second? And there's a lot of times when I know when we play games at home as a family, we might be playing Uno, or we might be playing euchre, or we might be outside playing basketball or volleyball. It seems like there's arguments that break out a lot, right? And so we get mad at each other. And I know the one name that comes out is cheater. Like, you cheated. You cheated. Kate, have you ever said that? Probably. I think I've said it a time or two, right? And so that's a time when we're playing a game and we need to make good choices and do the right thing, even when we're excited or we're angry. Excited or angry. Okay, so Kate, I need you to come here and hold this remote. All right? So Kate, with that remote, all right, we're playing a game, and I'm gonna get really mad at her. All right, and it's like she's holding the remote that controls me. Okay, so sometimes she knows what makes me mad, and so it's like she's pushing my buttons. Right? Point that at me and push my buttons. She's pushing my buttons. She's controlling me. Right? Just like we do with the TV. We point it at the TV. We turn it to the channel that we want. It's a remote control. Here's what I want you to think about the control. Okay? Remote control. So we're playing a game, and Kate beats me at the game, and I'm really angry, and I'm really mad, and I want to say, you cheater, but I'm not going to say you cheater. Instead, I'm going to take the remote control, and I'm going to point it at me, and I'm going to control myself, and I'm going to turn my volume down, right, and I'm going to turn my temper down, and even though I'm mad that she won, and she probably didn't cheat, she probably just beat me, right, I'm just going to say, good game, good game. Doing the right thing, right? Making good choices even when we are excited or we're angry. So I want you to think about that during gym class, or you're at home, you're playing games with your family, you're doing activities with your family, having fun, right? And it's not a lot of fun when we start arguing. So we want to practice self-control. Take that remote, point it at yourself, and help yourself calm down. Doing the right thing. Okay, so here's our activity. We're going to go back over here, and we're going to play partner tag. You should remember this from last year, partner tag. So everybody should have a partner, and we're going to choose a movement, and we're going to choose an exercise for this. All right. So Kate, what would you like our movement to be? Jog. So we're going to jog. Now this is hard, right? We have to practice self-control, because what are we going to want to do? We're going to want to run as fast as we can, but we know we're practicing jogs. We have to point that remote at ourselves and hit the jog button, right? When we want to run as fast as we can, hit the jog button. Hit the jog button. What's our exercise going to be? Squats. So we're going to do 3 squats. So our movement is jog, point that remote, and our exercise is going to be 3 squats. Kate is going to be it first. She's jogging after me. When she tags me, I'm going to do 3 squats. And then I'm going to stand up and I'm going to chase her by jogging, right? Okay, are you ready? Set, go.